Your home for local sports is Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. Welcome to Sports Radio 1350's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of the York Revolution.
Markey to Saxon, cutting through the lane, hits the layup, beautifully run play.
High school basketball plays here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports, bringing you the best of the York Adams League all season.
Shiflett a deep three, and it's good. Trey Shiflett with the tray at the buzzer.
Now, let's head out to the action with a call of tonight's game. Here's Ron Ruman.
Good evening and Happy New Year. Welcome to York Adams League High School Basketball, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Tonight we're in Spring Grove for a big Division I contest as the Rockets host the Wildcats of Dallastown. We are off this evening. Glad you're with us for what should be a pretty interesting contest. Spring Grove 6-3, 3-2 in the league, and Dallastown 7-2, 3-2 in the league. And Spring Grove, both these teams lost on Tuesday, but Dallastown did get Spring Grove did get a non-conference win over Middletown on Wednesday, so they kind of got a bounce back. But Dallastown losing in the upset to Southwestern on Tuesday, so they need a win to stay close to Northeastern. Northeastern really out in front of everybody as you look at those Division I standings. The Bobcats are 5-0 and 10-0 overall, and they are looking good. They are the top-seeded team in District 3 5A at the moment. We'll talk about those standings a little bit more when we have some time. This is the Vito's Pizza pregame show. Remind you, as soon as we're done tonight, we'll have Hershey Bears hockey for you, so stick around for that as well. JV contest getting close to wrapping up here. Dallastown going to win that one, and then we'll move to the varsity, and we should again have a good matchup. The balanced offense for Dallastown, 4 players in double figures, and of course Spring Grove led by Eli Brooks, the Michigan recruit, averaging better than 27 a game. We're going to take a break here on the Vito's Pizza pregame show. Come back with our Game Time PA coaches interviews after this. We're listening to York Adams League High School Basketball on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK and GameTimePA.com.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. One night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Tonight we're in Spring Grove getting ready for the Rockets hosting the Wildcats of Dallastown in a big Division I contest. And Rockets head coach James Brooks is here. Coach, you guys were able to get a win the other night after a loss. So you're in the thick of what's turning out to be a pretty good division race. What's your thought on the team at this point in the season as you kind of head into the meat of the season?
Well, we're just trying to figure out how we're going to play this year. I think some games you come into and you're kind of just trying to build the foundation of how you're going to play for the year. And then I thought this win on Wednesday, for us not to give up that 10-point lead and actually come out with a win, was important for us. We have to fight through and make sure that we're ready here for this rest part of this year.
Looking at Dallastown tonight, Dallastown is a team that's been pretty close the last couple of years. They've been right around 500, lost some close games. This year they're at 7-2 at this point. They're looking to make a run this season. They've got a lot of guys that can hurt you offensively, some guards that can shoot. They've got decent size. Defensively, what's your strategy this evening?
Well, we just try to keep them off the boards like everybody else, and then we try to limit the fast break points, and then make them play half court, and then we keep the score down. And then for us to get out and run, do what we do, and then hopefully that comes out on top.
Talking to James Brooks, head coach of the Spring Grove Rockets tonight, hosting the Dallastown Wildcats. You mentioned you want to get out and run. Obviously, I'm sure you want to get Eli involved and get him off. But in addition to that, how important is it for him to get your other fellows involved?
Well, we're just trying to figure out how they're going to play us, you know. Sometimes it starts off right away that we start to look to make sure people are involved in the game, and then sometimes it's important that we set the foundation that they're going to have to change the way they're going to try to guard us. And that just plays out how they come out.
We're looking at a pretty competitive division race right now, as well as you're starting to look toward, I'm sure, a little bit. I know every game, one game at a time and all. But what do you feel is going to be key to be at the top or near the top of Division I at the end of this season?
Well, I think it's just important that you know who you are and don't try to be something that you're not. And we're hoping that our defense continues to keep growing. I think we can score points, and we're averaging a certain amount of points, and our defense is going to get us there. And then hopefully we stay healthy enough that we'll be there at the end.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot and good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks.
Back with more of our pregame show after these messages on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedic today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
Welcome back to our pregame show. Tonight we're in Spring Grove as the Rockets host the Wildcats of Dallastown in a big Division I contest. And Wildcat head coach Mike Grassle is with me. Mike, you guys coming off a tough loss the other night. You need to hang in there now to stay. Everybody's chasing Northeastern right now. What's your feeling on the team as you head into the meat of the schedule?
Sometimes you got to take 2 steps backwards to take 3 steps forwards, and that's what we're viewing Tuesday as. Credit to Southwestern, but we've had 2 good days of practice, Wednesday and Thursday, so we're looking to take the next step, and we're looking to get back on the court tonight.
Offensively, you're going to be without a couple of key guys, Barton and Caldwell, but you've got, obviously, I think the beauty of your team this year, you've got 8 or 9, 10 guys you can look at. A couple of guards that are really a strength of your team in Catchings and McGlynn. What's the offensive strategy for this evening?
We're going to share the basketball. We want to look to get the best shot for us, and obviously, we'd like Brandon shooting threes. We'd like Donovan getting to the rim. But like you said, we're pretty balanced. So we want to get the easiest shot for us, and whoever's going to get that, we'll take it.
Talking to Mike Grassle, head coach of the Dallastown Wildcats, on the road at Spring Grove tonight, big D1 contest. Of course, when you talk Spring Grove, you prepare for them. You always start with Eli Brooks. What is the key, or what's your plan for defending Eli Brooks tonight? And then, of course, also, what about the rest of the guys?
Their role guys really understand. They really buy into Coach Brooks and what he's coaching. Eli's Eli. He's going to get his points. He's a Division I basketball player. He's a special talent. So we have a few things in store for him, but the big thing is keeping the other guys out of the paint and making them beat us from the outside. They have a few guys that can shoot it, but when they score in the 70s, their guys are getting layups. When they score in the 40s, their guys are shooting jump shots. So we need to force them to beat us from the outside.
Mike, every coach takes one game at a time. Obviously, you have to and you should. But looking at the bigger picture for just a moment, your team's been very close the last few years. Have been around 500, a couple of close losses. This year, you're 7-2 right now. You're definitely in the mix for not only the league but looking at the districts and all that. What's your kind of goal with this team? Where do you want to see them progress over the next 4 to 6 weeks?
We just have to keep getting better at the little things. 7-2 is great, but we have to keep improving day in and day out. And that's why I say Tuesday might be a blessing in disguise in the fact that it refocuses our guys and gets us back to the basics. We have the athleticism. We have the talent. But it's getting back to the basics and not cheating that part of the game. I think once our guys, and we're getting there, but once all of our guys buy into that, and once all of our guys realize that the little things make a big difference, we'll see where the chips will fall after that.
Okay, Mike, thanks so much and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Ron.
Back with more of our pregame show after these messages on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Hey, Dad, what's with all these papers and stuff?
Well, you're starting college in 2 weeks, and I'm doing some homework, cramming to find a college loan to pay the rest of your tuition. I'm afraid it's going to be an all-nighter, honey.
I wanted to talk to you about that, Dad. I think a student choice loan with York Educational FCU would be the best way to go.
YEFCU? We got a mortgage through them. Great rate, and I love the fact that they have free bill payer, but student loan?
Yeah, YEFCU student choice loan pays for my cost of attendance at York College or most other four-year schools, minus the financial aid I already received. The student choice loan would take care of tuition, books, room and board, all that stuff. But the best part is that YEFCU student choice loan is a one-time application. That means next year, I just tell them how much I need, and they'll disperse the money right to the school.
So we don't have to reapply every year?
Nope, so step away from the homework, Dad. A student choice loan is the best move we can make.
So we're not staying up all night? Oh, did I ever tell you about the night I did an entire term paper in one night with an old typewriter and no correction ribbon?
What's a typewriter?
York Educational Federal Credit Union, 1601 South Queen Street, York. Apply online at yefcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
The home for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And welcome back to Spring Grove Area High School. Ron Ruman with you tonight. Andy Bria is off this evening, but he'll be back Monday, and we will have a game for you Monday, Suburban at Red Lion. So join us there Monday instead of Tuesday next week. In fact, we'll give you the entire lineup for the next few days. A lot of action here on Sports Radio 1350, so stick around for that. We're getting ready for Dallastown and Spring Grove here on the Vito's Pizza pregame show and the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. And time now for our Iaconos look around the league. Some other key games tonight in Division I. Northeastern is at York High. Ben Free will be on the scene for us there. The Bobcats 10-0. The Bearcats, meanwhile, uncharacteristically right now under 500. They are 4-5. And in the league, the Bobcats are 5-0 and York High 2-3. Bearcats need this one, but boy, I'll tell you, it is tough to pick against Northeastern right now. And another big D1 game, Central is at Southwestern. The Mustangs upset Dallastown Tuesday, so you know they're feeling good for their second win of the year. They are 2-3 in the league. Central 5-4 overall and 3-2 in the league. One of a few teams in a logjam behind Northeastern. So you think right now Southwestern feeling good at home in the Mustang Corral, but Central looks tough. I got to go with the Panthers tonight on the road. West York in Division II on the road at Eastern. The Bulldogs started 0-3, but they've been playing better since then, 5-1 since then. They're 3-1 in the league. Eastern 7-1 and 4-0. So West York chasing Eastern in the division, but the Golden Knights at home, they're tough. That would be an upset, I think, if the Bulldogs pull that one off. In Division 10, well, we should mention Cade Burdette covering the Central Southwestern game for us. Anton Johnson will be out in Wrightsville covering West York and Eastern. In Division 2, Gettysburg is at Susquehannock. Anthony Nello's there for us. The Warriors of Gettysburg just 1-9, 0-4 in the league. The Warriors of Susquehannock, they're 3-7 overall and 2-3 in the league. So John Zerping has his guys playing a little better. The Warriors get this one. They'll go to 500 in the league and really in a position to hang in there in the division race. So got to go with the Susky Warriors at home. Also in D2, Kennerdale on the road at Suburban. Eliza Kravitz is there for us. The Rams are 4-7 overall and 1-3 in the league. Suburban just 2-7 and also 1-3, but I think Suburban is a team to watch out for in the second half of the season. Saw them in the holiday tournament, lost to York Catholic big in the opener, but got their first win against a decent Danville team after that, and then they beat Dover the other night. So I think Tom Triggs has his guys playing a little bit better. Got to go with the Trojans at home tonight and watch out for them. We'll see them on Monday. Watch out for them the rest of the season. And in Division 3, Biglerville's at York Catholic, a big one here. The Canners are 6-4 overall. overall and 3-2 in the league. The Irish 8-1 and 5-0. They're on first place in Division 3. It's not going to be an easy one, but I got to go with the Irish tonight. Josh Layton is there for us, and he'll have scores, and our interns will have reports on these games tomorrow morning at 9 on Central PA Game Day. Of course, you want to tune in for that with the coach, Wayne McCullough. He'll wrap up all the Friday night action and get your sports weekend started 9 to 11, as always, here on Central PA Game Day throughout the fall and winter. Have a moment here. We'll take a little bit of a look at the standings in our Iaconos look around the league. In boys in Division 1 right now, it's Northeastern 5-0, and then behind them, 3 teams currently are 3-2. The Dallastown Wildcats. This is a big game for Dallastown. Spring Grove also 3-2 in the league, and Central. So those 3 teams, 3 teams from Division 1 will get in the league playoffs. So only 2 of those teams right now at 3-2 are likely to make it. In Division 2, Northeastern is 4-0. Dover right now 4-1 in second place. West York 3-1, just a half game out. And in D2 they take 2, and also in D3, and then one other team from those 2 divisions makes it. So right now, Dover and West York in pretty good position. But again, Suburban is just 1-3, but watch out for them. And in D3, the Irish of York Catholic 5-0, Delone 4-1. The Irish beating Delone the other night. Biglerville and Littlestown are 3-2, so that's very competitive as well. And in the girls' side of things, in Division 1, Central is on top at 4-0. New Oxford is a half game back at 4-1. Red Lion at 3-1, so that's very competitive as well. Division 2 is really competitive. Dover and Eastern and Susquehannock all 4-1 in division play. And West York and Gettysburg each at 3-2, and probably 3 of those teams will get in, but right now there's 5 battling for it. In D3, York Catholic getting a big win against Delone the other night. The Irish staying at 4-0. Delone 3-1 now in Littlestown at 3-2. So league is looking pretty competitive at the moment. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back, have our starting lineups courtesy of your neighborhood Sure Save Markets. After this, Dallastown Spring Grove, our high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save Markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card from Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills, the perfect place to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon, Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditional spa services, including massages and facials, a full range of body treatments complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Mount Rose Avenue or by going to SerenitySpaYork.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to Spring Grove. Ron Rubin with you tonight as we get ready for Spring Grove and Dallastown. Time now for our starting lineups, courtesy of your neighbor Sure Save Markets. For the visiting Wildcats of Coach Mike Grassle, they are 7-2 overall and 3-2 in Division 1. They will send out 5'10" junior Brandon McGlynn, 14 points a game, leads them in scoring, and also has 17 three-pointers to lead them. 5'9" senior guard Donovan Catchings, 10.1 points per contest, 5 three-pointers. They'll have a decent size inside with 6'5" junior Ben Ward averaging 6'1" a game, and 6'5" junior forward Justin Atwood averaging about 3.5 points per contest, and 6' junior guard DeTrail Elbert rounds out the starting 5. He's averaging 10.5 a game. The Wildcats put up 60 per contest, give up 53. For the homestanding Rockets of Spring Grove and Coach James Brooks, they're 6-3 and 3-2 in the league. They'll send out 6'1" senior guard Eli Brooks, heading to Michigan next year, averaging 27.1 points a contest. He has 25 three-pointers. 6'4" junior Drew Gordon, 7.6 points per contest. 6'1" senior Austin Panner in double figures, 11.6 per game. 6'1" senior John Sager, 5.7 per contest. His dad stopped by earlier and welcomed us. He said, every time you're here, John has a good game, so we appreciate that. And 6'2" senior Jake Messersmith, 4.8 points per contest. The Rockets average 64 a game, give up 56.7. Those are your starting lineups, courtesy of your neighborhood Sure Save Markets. Getting ready for Spring Grove and Dallastown tonight. We have a moment or two at halftime. We'll go over the district standings as well, because 6 weeks from Monday, those district playoffs start, so it's not that far away. And some interesting situations now with the 6 classifications instead of 4 that we were used to for all those years. So we're just a few minutes away from the WellSpan opening tip here on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, a big Division I contest. It is a full house here, both lower and upper decks, just about at capacity. As you look around, there are a few empty seats here and there, but not very many. So good crowd on hand here tonight. Glad you're with us. Stay inside, stay warm. Hey, bring your pets inside too. Don't let them out in this bitter cold weather. We're going to take a break again, come back with the WellSpan opening tip and the Maple Donuts first half. After this, you are listening to the York Adams League High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, on your home for local sports, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK and GameTimePA.com.
Oh. Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa, whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right. Your county, your team. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in sports.
And we're back here at Spring Grove. Ron Ruman with you tonight. Andy Bria off this evening. We'll be back. Andy will be back on Monday. Give you a quick rundown of what's happening on Sports Radio 1350 this weekend. It's a jam-packed one. When we're done tonight, we'll have Hershey Bears action. They're up in Wilkes-Barre Scranton tonight, so we'll join them in progress. Tomorrow morning, Central PA game day as always from 9 to 11 with the coach, Wayne McCullough. He'll wrap up all the action from tonight, get you started for your sports weekend. We'll have reports on the games from our interns out tonight, and so make sure you tune in for that. Then tomorrow afternoon, 12:45, Darrell Henry has York College basketball doubleheader action for you from the Grumbacher Center as the Spartans host Southern Virginia. Women at 1 o'clock, the men to follow at 3. And then we will go right to the NFL playoffs. Oakland and Houston would have had Penn State connections there in both of those. Of course, Bill O'Brien, the head coach of the Texans. Matt McGloin was going to be the starting quarterback for Oakland, but then he got hurt, so he won't be in that one. But it should be an exciting game. We'll join that one in progress as soon as Darrell wraps up. And then on Sunday, we will have 76ers basketball at noon. They'll be in Brooklyn taking on the Nets. Sixers looking a lot better these days. Next win gets them to double figures already, and Ben Simmons, I understand, was practicing with them now, so they can add him to the mix. The Sixers could be a decent team down the stretch. And then Monday night, we're back on the air, 7 o'clock, Suburban at Redline. Two teams in need of wins, so make sure you join us for that. Next week, we'll have action Monday and Friday. That's what's coming your way over the next few days here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. As we are in Spring Grove in front of a full house as Spring Grove and Dallastown go at it in D1 basketball action. The Dallastown Wildcats in the traveling uniforms, deep blue with the white numbers and trims. Spring Grove, the white uniforms with the blue numbers and the red trim. The starters being introduced, and we'll have the anthem, and then we'll be ready with our WellSpan opening tip. Appreciate your joining us here on a cold Friday in January. Get our 2017 portion of our basketball season ready to roll. And one more Rocket to be introduced. It's going to be Drew Gordon. Oh, I'm sorry, Austin Panner. Austin Panner, that is. And those are your starting lineups here for tonight. Dallastown and Spring Grove. Opening tip comes your way here in just a moment. And that will be following the playing of our national anthem here tonight at Spring Grove Area High School.
We ask that you please rise, face the flag, and gentlemen, please remove your hats. During our national anthem, we ask that everyone display dignity and respect for our flag, the symbol of the freedom that was won by millions of men and women women who have defended and continue to defend our great nation. At this time, let's honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem, and we are ready to roll here with Spring Grove and Dallastown. Should be a good one here in Division I. Both teams at 3-2 in league play. Dallastown is 7-2 overall, and the Rockets are 6-3. Full house here. We're anticipating a good game, and so are we. Big day of action at West York Area High School tomorrow as they're hosting one of those kind of mid-season tournaments, so I believe there'll be 6 games there tomorrow from noon till about 9 o'clock. So if you're in the mood for some high school hoops, it'd be the place to be locally. Dallastown will be going right to left here in the first half, and Justin Atwood will jump it against Drew Gordon. Toss is up, and Dallastown has it, and then be Donovan catching, so we'll set it up. He is picked up by Austin Panter, so let's go man-to-man. To the left elbow goes Catchings, gives it off to McGlynn in the corner. He dribbles out around a screen. Gordon stays with him in the corner to Catchings. Catchings now penetrates, and out front they swing it to Ben Ward. Back to McGlynn now beyond the top of the arc. He's a three-point threat. They lob it inside to Ward, who feeds it out in the corner there to Albert, who pops a three, and it is good to trail Albert with the tray off the feed from Ben Ward. Albert's 6th of the year, and the Wildcats score first. They lead at 3-0. Rockets are back now, and looks like they're going man-to-man right now. To trail Albert has Eli Brooks, and the right wing is Austin Panter. Brooks on the baseline. He's doubled now with McGlynn. Gets it back to Gordon. The Rockets swing it quickly in the corner to Panter. A jumper for 2, airballed, but Brooks on the offensive glass and has the stick back. Eli with the rebound and the bucket, and it's 3-2 Wildcats. Catchings into the front court for Dallastown now, picked up there by Austin Panter right in front of the Rocket bench. Drives to the elbow and gives it up to McGlynn. Brandon dribbles with the left hand to the free throw line down the left side. Back out to Albert, who just hit a 3. Now McGlynn in the corner, drives on Sager, kicks it across the baseline and back out front to Albert. Albert around the Ward screen and gives it up to Catchings. Donovan to Atwood between the circles, left side McGlynn, who will launch a 3. That one a little bit strong, and Panter unable to control the rebound, but he does boot it over to Messersmith, and so it will be Rocket ball. Drew Gordon in the front court now to Jacob Messersmith, back to Gordon for 3. That rims out. Good box out and rebound by Donovan Catchings. And the senior brings it into the front court for Mike Grassle's guys. Gets a screen from Atwood, goes in the corner to McGlynn. McGlynn on the baseline, sets it out to Atwood, and Atwood back to Catchings. Catchings around the Atwood screen. Now goes to McGlynn on the right side, has a good look at a 3 there and hits it. Oh, you can't give Brandon that good of a look. Nicely done play by Dallastown, and the Wildcats lead 6-2 with 5:50 left here in the first quarter. Drew Gordon back for the Rockets now. The left elbow to Panter. And back between the circles to Messersmith, right side to John Sager. Now Brooks stopped with his foul by Detrail Albert. Almost looked like he lost his footing there for a moment. But they are going to whistle Detrail Albert with the bump. That is his first and the team's first. And Brooks will inbound it into the backcourt to Drew Gordon. Left side to Panter, now at the elbow in the corner to Sager, and back out front they go. Swing it around to Gordon, now near side to Messersmith. Looking for Panter on the box, but they go outside to Brooks instead. Crosses over the right hand, gives it up to Messersmith. His jumper partially blocked, and Ward able to come down with it for Dallastown. The Wildcats run. They get it out to Albert, blocked out of bounds by Eli Brooks, who hustled back. And it will stay with Dallastown. The crowd appreciating the hustle there. And I think it was Ward that got a partial hand on that shot by Messersmith. So Dallastown ball under their hoop. They get it into Catchings at the right elbow to the free throw line. Back to Atwood. And now left side to Brandon McGlynn. McGlynn in the corner to Albert. Albert with Brooks on. Him now gets a screen from Atwood, but nothing there. Goes back out to Catchings. In the paint, feeds it Atwood on the baseline. And stolen by Brooks. Good anticipation. Eli hits the deck in the backcourt. Bodies everywhere. Catchings comes out of there with it. Ball is still loose. Finally Catchings gets a nice feed. Oh, and Ward missed the layup inside. But backs it back out to Catchings. Here's McGlynn for another three. That won't go. And a rebound by Jake Messersmith. Kind of a wild sequence there. But no points. There's a deep three by Brooks at the other end. Too strong on the back of the iron. Offensive rebound by Gordon. And we have a foul on Dallastown. It's on Donovan Catchings. That will be his first and the team's second. 6-2 Wildcats, 4:36 left here in the opening quarter. High school basketball game of the week presented by Wells and Sports Medicine. Drew Gordon in the front court, right side to Panter at the elbow. And now off to Sager, John Sager to Gordon. Gordon out to Messersmith as Dallastown out in a box and one, I do believe, with Detrail Albert on Brooks. And there's a jumper outside by Panter. That won't go. Gordon able to save it for Spring Grove. Shot won't go. Another rebound by Gordon. Takes it in, blocked by Atwood. Saved, though, by Brooks. Brooks throws it off of Catchings, and it will stay with Spring Grove. So a lot of high-flying action here. And we have a timeout taken by the Spring Grove Rockets. 4:02 left in the first quarter. Dallastown 6, Spring Grove 2. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week presented by Wells Fan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Serving York for over 50 years, Vito's Pizza. Check out their daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 till 2. 2 slices of pizza and a small soda, only $3.99, or a small sub for only $4.25. Monday night, 2 large cheese pizzas for only $15.99. Tuesday, a large stromboli and large pitcher of soda, just $11.99. Wednesday, a large cheese pizza and large pitcher of soda, just $11.49. Vito's open till midnight, Monday through Thursday till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in at 1734 South Queen Street, York, or get carry-out. Call 843-1143.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK. First in York, first in sports.
Timeout, steal by Albert, but Brooks able to pick up the loose ball, so it stays with Spring Grove. Gordon has it, tried to feed it in the corner to Sager, but threw it past him. It's going to be Dallastown basketball. Oh, they're saying a Wildcat hit it, and Spring Grove's going to keep it. Wow, all right, so the Rockets will have it. Dallastown without a couple of key guys tonight. Will Barton and Braden Caldwell both injured. Mike Grassle says they should be back in the next week or two. And Sager able to save it near midcourt, near steal by Atwood. Now Brooks has it. Still 6-10, 3:40 left in the first. Right side, Jake Messersmith off to Drew Gordon. He dribbles back out between the circles, gives it to Sager. Now to Messersmith here at the right elbow. Gordon top of the key, turns faces on McGlynn. Left side they go. Dallastown still in that box and one, and there's a three by Eli Brooks off the nice feed by Drew Gordon. Brooks 26th of the year, and it's 6-5. Wildcats by 1. Brandon McGlynn is back with the dribble at the top of the key. Goes to Catchings, thought about a three, but didn't take it. Goes to Atwood beyond the arc now. Ward cutting down the right side. He takes it hard to the hoop. Count the basket and a foul. Nice five by the 6'5 junior Ben Ward that time. And the Spring Grove foul is whistled on Jacob Messersmith, his first and the team's first. So I'm sure Mike Grassle would like to see Ben Ward with the side be aggressive like that. And taking it hard to the hoop that time. Messersmith to the bench for Spring Grove and Mason Staub, a 6-foot senior, checks in. Ben Ward to the line where he is just 12 of 22, 55% on the season. A 6'5 junior try and complete the three-point play. Shot on the way. Ooh, missed it badly off to the right. Brooks has the rebound. 8-5 Dallastown. 3:05 left in the first. Gordon with it at the left elbow. Now to Sager on the right side. And he's cut off there by David Hoffman, who's checked in for Dallastown. Panner dribbles baseline. They swing it out to Staub and over to Gordon for three, and it's good. Nice ball movement that time. Drew Gordon off the feed by John Sager. Gordon's 7th three of the year, and it's tied at 8. Hoffman in the corner now. Dribbles out for Dallastown. He's a 6'3 senior. Back to McGlynn. McGlynn with the left-hand dribble. Gordon on him. They go on the baseline to Ward. Back to McGlynn in the corner, trying to get him for three. That not there. Drives in the paint. Defense comes. He kicks it all out, and they along the baseline to Catchings. Ball batted away, and Atwood saves it in the front court for Dallastown. Catchings left side drives. Good head fake on Brooks. Scoop shot to the hoop is good. Nice move by Donovan Catchings against Eli Brooks, and it's 10-8 Dallastown. Spring Grove back quickly. Mason Staub with it on the side. Gordon between the circles now left side to Panner. Brooks top of the key. Nice feed on the baseline to Sager, who puts it up over Atwood and hits it. Nice feed Brooks, nice shot Sager, and we are tied at 10. Dallastown back quickly. Catchings crossover dribble into the paint back to Atwood, and right side to McGlynn around a screen by Atwood, but he pulls it back. Sager right there with him, and he gives it up to Hoffman. Hoffman, Ward top of the key, right side Catchings crossover dribble in the paint, feeds on the base. Atwood attacks the hoop. Reverse layup is good. Nice move by Justin Atwood. Athletic move at 6'5", and it's 12-10 Dallastown. Quickly, Spring Grove back into the front court. Buck and a half left in the quarter, and driving down the lane is Panter, and he draws the foul. Aggressive drive by Austin Panter, and they're going to give 2 shots there. Wasn't sure if they call that on the ground or not, but they don't. And that is on, is that Donovan Catchings? It is. That's 2 on Donovan Catchings. So we'll have to be careful. Dallastown not as deep tonight with Braden Caldwell and Will Barton out with injuries. So the second senior, Austin Panter, to the line for 2. First one is good. Austin is a 76% free throw shooter as Grant Sterner checks in now for John Sager. That free throw makes it 12-11 Dallastown with 1:29 left in the first quarter. Austin to get the second free throw now. And that one a little short, and rebound by DeTrail Elbert. Gives it off to Brandon McGlynn, and he will dribble it up for Dallastown to the left side. Gordon there with him, crosses over in the paint. He goes and draws the foul. Drove right into 3 Rockets, and McGlynn able to get the whistle. And the Spring Grove foul is on. Couldn't see the number there. It's on Austin Panter. That is his first. The team's just second. And so Brandon McGlynn to the line. He's 90%. And we'll get to here, will the senior, and drains the first one. 13-11 Dallastown. Brandon, a 5'10 junior, leads the Wildcats in scoring at 14 a game. Has 4 so far, make it 5. Nothing but net on either of those, and the Wildcat lead is 3 at 14-11. And we anticipated a good one. We have one in front of a full house here in Spring Grove. They are packed upper and lower decks. Drew Gordon out front. Buck 5 left in the quarter. Ben Ward is on him, and give it up to Staub on the right side. To Brooks, and they feed it inside to Panter, but a nice play steal by Brandon McGlynn, who anticipated it, took it away from Panter as he turned toward the hoop. McGlynn in the paint, feeds it in the baseline to Ward, reverse layup. It's good. That was nice. Nice pass by McGlynn, drive and finish by Ward, and it's 16-11 Dallastown, 42 seconds left in the period. Eli Brooks met by DeTrail Albert, crosses over, takes him down the lane, floats in there, it's to Austin Panter, left the layup short, got and stuck it back up and in. So Panter hanging in there, got the bucket, and it cuts the Dallastown lead to 3 at 16-13 with 28 seconds remaining in the period. McGlynn now out for the Wildcats, probably will wait for one here. He dribbles near center court, not challenged by Drew Gordon. Been a good opening stanza, 16-13 Dallastown. The Wildcats looking to add to that lead. McGlynn clock now at 12. Now he begins to move at 10, gets a screen from Ward out front, crosses over, almost lost. It goes in the corner to Caldwell, who come in, and the shot missed by McGlynn at the buzzer. Rebound by Brooks, and I'm sorry, that was Max Tyrell who just checked in. So that is the first quarter. It's been a good one. It's Dallastown 16 Spring Grove 13. Second quarter comes your way next on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
GameTimePA.com is your home for local high school sports. Log on for all the scores, stats, photos, and more, plus live stream coverage of the area's can't-miss matchups all season long. Stay in the game no matter where you are with the free GameTime PA app. Download it directly to your iPhone or Android and get all the Game Time features you love when you're on the go. Available at the iPhone App Store, Android Market, and, of course, GameTimePA.com.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
And a little pep band action here at Spring Grove. That's nice to see. And it's been a good quarter. 16-13 Dallastown after one. And good ball movement by both teams. By my count, the Wildcats with 4 assists in the first quarter and Spring Grove with 3. So good ball movement on both sides. And the Wildcats with the lead. That was the 5'10 junior Max Tyrell, who just checked in for Dallastown now. And again, the Wildcats without Will Harton and Brady Caldwell out with injuries right now, but Mike Grassle does expect both of them back in the coming couple of weeks. Up front, Gordon now gives it a Panner as Spring Grove goes left to right here in the first half. Mason Staub between the circles. The Trail Albert is just sticking with Eli Brooks everywhere he goes. Gordon now drives, and he's bumped by Ben Ward. That's going to be a blocking foul on Ben, his first and the team's fourth. So it will remain Spring Grove basketball under their hoop. Opening minute of the second quarter. Staub looking inbound. Oh, he had Gordon gets him now on the low post, but stolen by McGlynn. Good anticipation. Brandon's second steal as he came with the help defense. And Brandon brings it into the front court now on the left side at the elbow. Puts up a three and got it. They gave him a little bit of room, and that's all he needs. Brandon's second tray of the night, 19th of the year, and Wildcat lead is 6 at 19-13. The other end, Panner drives in the paint. Oh, Brooks tried to follow with a dunk. Couldn't get it, and Brooks and Ward are tied up on the rebound. The owner of possession is going to give it to Dallastown. Well, that was almost a spectacular follow by Eli Brooks, who went up to try and slam it with one hand, but it came hard off the rim. And so it's Wildcat basketball. They lead by 6 with 7:18 left here in the first half. Brandon McGlynn into the front court. Gordon picks him up. He drives down the left side, feeds it back out to nobody. Ball is loose, and Ward is able to track it down after it was hit by Austin Panter in the backcourt. And Max Tyrell will work it now into the front court. He is picked up by Grant Cerner and gives it off to McGlynn. McGlynn crosses over, down the paint he goes, and drived into Austin Panter, who was there and took the charge. Good job by Panter to stand in there. McGlynn picks up his first, team foul number 5, with 6:54 left in the first half. And 2 fouls on Spring Grove. Now, they have not put that 5th foul up on the board. There it is. So Spring Grove ball, they trail at 19-13. And Drew Gordon, the 6'4 junior, into the front court. Right side now to Sterner. He can hit the 3, and Tyrell's out on him. Swinging left side to Staub. Now in the corner to Gordon. He'll pop from there. It is good, and that's Ray. Drew Gordon off the feed by Mason Staub. Gordon's second 3 of the night, and Spring Grove cuts it to 3 at 19-16. The Trail Albert will put up a 3 from the deep right corner, but short there, and Brooks is able to corral his 5th rebound of this contest, and Eli pushes it now. Albert with him, pokes at it from behind. Eli in the lane, up and under, no, and Ward with the rebound. Pretty good defense by Dallastown, and the Trail Albert pushes it into the front court. 6:10 left in the first half. Dallastown by 3. Albert with Gordon on him, crosses over, down the lane he goes. His little scoop shot, that won't fall, and Drew Gordon picks it off the glass for Spring Grove. The junior in the front court, the right side to Sterner, back to Gordon, swings it to Staub. An open 3 pass goes to Panter. He'll pop a 2 from the right side. That won't go. Oh, rebound by Sterner, but he threw it to the wrong guy. And, hey, that was the Trail Albert. Now he gets it to Catchings in the paint. It hit the rim 4 times. It fell off. And it's an offensive foul as well. And if that's on Catchings, that is number 3. And it is. So Donovan's going to go the bench. That's a big foul. Again, Dallastown not as deep as they normally are with 2 guys out with injuries. So Catchings to the bench, and David Hoffman and Justin Atwood check back in. So Dallastown, a bigger lineup in there right now with Ward, Atwood, and Hoffman. Gordon up, and John Sager is checked back in for Spring Grove. Top of the key is Brooks. He gets it over to Gordon. Gordon to Sager in the corner. John back out to Brooks. Swings it to Panter, who has a lane, drives down the paint. His shot is up, won't fall. Rebound by Sager. And Sager gets it again. His second shot is good. John Sager with 2 rebounds and a stick back. And that gets Spring Grove within a point at 19-18. And I think somebody was looking for a grab of the rim there, but no call was made. McGlynn working it hard with the dribble between the legs, backs into the paint against Panter, gives it up now to Atwood. Atwood to Hoffman, and back to Albert at the top of the key with Stern on him, now to Atwood, and back to McGlynn. McGlynn around the Atwood screen to the free throw line, left side Albert. He'll launch it, and it is good. The trail Albert as the rain of threes continues here, and we have a timeout taken by the Dallastown Wildcats. 4:50 left in the half. Dallastown 22, Spring Grove 18. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
When you need a haircut, where do you go? If you need a hair replacement, who's the expert? When barbers need a haircut, where do they go? The answer is Iaconos, of course, the most interesting barbers in York. Don't normally get a shave? Go to Iaconos, they'll take care of you. Need a facial? That's right, Iaconos is the place to get it done. Iaconos, the most interesting barbers in York. They do it all. For an appointment, call 854-8258. That's 854-8258.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Ron Ruman with you back in Spring Grove. It's been a good one. 4:50 left before the York Mitsubishi halftime show, and Dallastown leading Spring Grove 22-18. Sterner with a 3. The back of the iron, no, and good box out by Justin Atwood there. And he gives it up to Brandon McGlynn. Sterner had a good look, and he can hit the 3. Around a screen, McGlynn. Brooks on him, gives it back up to Albert, now to Ward at the left side. Ben dribbles once and gives it back to Albert. Albert at the top of the key now. Drives against Panter and goes back to McGlynn. McGlynn to Atwood beyond the top of the key. Left side now to Albert. Albert drives baseline back to Atwood at the left elbow. And now back to McGlynn between the circles, and they'll reset. 4:08 left in the half. Screen out front by Ward. McGlynn to the right free throw line. He traveled, yep. Got in there. The help defense came from Gordon. He had nowhere to go, and that turns it over to Spring Grove. Rockets down 4. Here's we're almost halfway through the second period. Brooks, top of the key, left-hand dribble down the lane, and he draws the foul. Scoop shot goes, and it'll be an and one. He got by Albert at the top there, and foul on, they call it on DeTrail Albert. So that is his second, so Brooks with the bucket. Eli's first trip to the line tonight. He's 82% on the year. Been there 67 times now, 68. Nothing but net on that one. The three-point play by Brooks cuts it to 1 at 22-21. 3:55 left in the first half. And McGlynn is back, top of the key, round a screen. Nice bounce pass to Atwood down the left side, who hits it. Oh, that was pretty. Was ready for it, and a beautiful bounce pass by McGlynn. And it's 24-21. Brooks back now, shaking and baking into the paint, but cut off there. Goes back out to Sterner. His 3 is too strong. Rebound, though, by Sager. And Russell reset, and Brooks steps back for a 3 and hits it in the corner. Eli Brooks drains the tray, and it's 24 apiece now with 3:24 left in the first half. McGlynn back at the other end, and he gives back to Robert Owens, who has checked in, the 6'4 senior. Now Albert feeds Owens, cutting down the lane. His shot won't go. Hung in there with it, almost lost it, and Panter with the rebound. And Brooks brings it back for Spring Grove. Steps back. This time the J won't go, and the rebound by Owens. Good box out by Robert that time. And Dallastown works it up with McGlynn. 2:50 left in the half. We're tied at 24. Hoffman beyond the top of the key with Sterner on him. Left side now to Albert. Albert will put up the 3. That one's woefully short and rebounded by Sterner. Albert has knocked down a couple tonight. That one just a little bit short. A nice drive by Gordon to the baseline. Feeds it inside, and the shot goes by Sager, who wanted to foul as well, but no call. But a nice bounce pass by Gordon. Sager has 6 here in the first half, and Spring Grove takes the lead 26-24. First time they've led for a while. McGlynn thought about a three, gets it Atwood instead. Justin in the paint, kicks it back out to Hoffman. Hoffman around the Atwood screen, trying to feed it inside, but threw it to Drew Gordon instead. And Gordon will bring it up now, and Spring Grove will look to add to its lead. Sager, the high post on the right side, gives it up to Panner. Panner, Gordon cutting through the lane, hangs in the air, won't go. Rebound boxed around, and Sager comes down with it. Gives it off to Brooks. Brooks in the paint. Feeds it to Sager, cutting on the baseline. No, but he does draw the foul. So there'll be 2 shots coming here for John Sager. The Dallastown foul is on Robert Owens, his first. Sager to the line where he's 6 of 13 on the season. He will get 2 here. And the first one off the back of the iron, no. So he will get the second free throw. So you have some substitutions. Mason Staub in for Spring Grove, along with Jacob Messersmith, and Atwood sits down for Dallastown, and Max Tyrell checks in. Second free throw by Sager. That one rolls off. So John Oatu, that trip down. Rebound by Ben Ward, his 4th. And back comes Brandon McGlynn. 26-24 Spring Grove. $1:40 left in the half. Hoffman, top of the key. He drives right side. Gives it off to McGlynn. McGlynn with Brooks on him. Into the paint he goes, and he's bumped by Eli. They're going to get Eli. Both officials had that call. And that'll be Brooks' first and the team's 3rd. Non-shooting foul. And they get it into Ward on the baseline now. Ward back to McGlynn in the corner. Brooks right on him. Brandon has 2 threes already tonight. Round a screen out front by Tyrell, but Brooks stays with it and gives it up to Owens. Owens back to Tyrell in the corner to McGlynn. Drives on Brooks now. Feeds it over to Ward for a 12-foot jumper. It is good. Ben Ward with a bucket. Nice feed. 4th assist by Brandon McGlynn. And we're tied at 26. 1:10 left. Back is Brooks working hard out front. Gives it up to Panter now to Gordon. Drew looking it over. And what do we have? A foul inside here. It's an offensive foul. And it might be on Austin Panter for the illegal screen. I haven't put it up on yet as to who the foul is on. No, it is on Mason Staub. So that's his first, the team's 4th. Dallastown with the ball. We go under a minute here before the York Mitsubishi halftime show. Tyrell works up against Mason Staub one-on-one. And Max dribbles between the circles, goes to the left side now. Gives it to McGlynn. McGlynn with Brooks on him, goes in the corner to Owens. Owens feeds it on the low post to Tyrell. Nice cut through the lane. Owens missed the shot, though. Tried to get the rebound to go, couldn't, and Messersmith with the rebound. It's a nice pass by Tyrell, unable to finish. 30 seconds left in the half. Brooks cutting through the lane, kicks it back out to Staub. Thought about a 3, didn't take it, excuse me, and he's bumped by Owens. That's Owens' 2nd, and that's going to be a 1-on-1, as that is 19 fouls on Dallastown here in the first half. And so Mason Staub will go to the free throw line. He is 2 of 7, hasn't been there much this year. He'll get the 1-on-1, the 6-foot senior. It's the ball from the official now. Front end up and good. So Mason will get the bonus. That breaks the tie and puts Spring Grove up 27-26. Been close throughout. Dallastown led 16-13 at the half. A few scores coming in from our interns out tonight, so we'll get them at halftime. Don't forget the live reports tomorrow morning on Central PA Game Day with Wayne McCullough at 9. Second is short, rebounded by Ben Ward, his 5th for the 6'5 junior. And Brandon McGlynn will work it up now, and Dallastown will likely hold for the last shot with 20 seconds left. Did this at the end of the quarter as well. It's by a single point. Brooks will guard McGlynn. McGlynn dribbling near center court, clock 10. Now, screen comes from Ward. McGlynn down the left side of the lane, gives it back to Ward. Ward shuffles it over. They're going to saved in, but Hoffman, only 2 seconds left, over to Tyrell. Heaves it at the buzzer. Oh, Brooks, I think, got a piece of it. So we have reached halftime, and our score is Spring Grove 27 and Dallastown 26. The York Mitsubishi halftime show comes your way next here on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Oh. Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Welcome back to Spring Grove. Ron Ruman with you. Andy Bria off this evening, and we'll be back Monday when we're at Red Lion. The Lions host the Trojans of York Suburban. Packed house here tonight. Full house, both lower and upper decks here at Spring Grove in a good Division I contest. At halftime, Spring Grove leading Dallastown 27-26. It was the Wildcats by 3 at the quarter break, 16-13. It's been pretty much close throughout, and as we expected, both these teams 3-2 in the league. 2 games behind a division leader, Northeastern, so an important contest for both of these schools. This is the York Mitsubishi Halftime Show, brought to you by our friends at York Mitsubishi at the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, where Mitsubishi always costs less. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and have our halftime stats courtesy of Hunter Ortho. Spring Grove 27, Dallastown 26 on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a long-time staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or in Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone fan of game day party planners with 1893 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips, or serve up a couple Best Jet Rising Crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Well, the elementary guys have taken over the court right now at halftime in a good varsity contest. As the PA guy said, another 6-7 years these guys might be out here in that varsity contest. But Spring Grove leading Dallastown 27-26 at the half. And our halftime stats now courtesy of Hunters Hill Ortho. For Dallastown, Brandon McGlynn has 8 points, a couple of threes, 2 of 2 at the line. Donovan Catchings, 1 bucket for 2. Ben Ward has 3 buckets for 6. DeTrail Albert, a couple of threes for 6. Justin Atwood, 2 buckets for 4. Ward has 5 rebounds to lead Dallastown, and Brandon McGlynn has 4 assists in the first half, as well as a couple of steals. For the Rockets of Spring Grove, Eli Brooks, a couple of threes, a couple of short baskets, and 1-1 at the free throw line. So Eli with 15 in the first half. He averages 27. He also has 5 rebounds. Drew Gordon has a couple of threes for 6. Austin Panner has a bucket, 1 of 2 at the line for 3. John Sager has 3 buckets, 0 of 2 at the stripe. He has 6 points. And Mason Staub, 1 of 2 at the line for Spring Grove. He has 1 point here. Sager also with 4 rebounds, and Drew Gordon with 2 assists for the Spring Grove Rockets. And those are your first half stats, courtesy of Hunters Hill Ortho. 27-26, Spring Grove by 1 point in a big Division I contest. Again, coming up this weekend on Sports Radio 1350. As soon as we're done, we'll join the Hershey Bears. They're at Wilkes-Barre Scranton tonight. And then tomorrow, Central PA Game Day with the coach Wayne McCullough from 9 to 11. We'll have reports from our interns on several of the games and all the scores. Wayne will wrap up the action for you and get your sports weekend started. 12:45 tomorrow afternoon, Darrell Henry with a women's-men's doubleheader for your college basketball. They're hosting Southern Virginia at the Grumbacher Center, and I think I mentioned airtime 12:45 for that. And as soon as Darrell's done, we'll join the NFL playoffs in progress, Oakland and Houston. And then Sunday at noon, 76ers basketball there at Brooklyn. And Monday night, we're back with you at 7 as Red Lion hosts York Suburban. So it's coming up this weekend on Sports Radio 1350. We're going to take a break, and we will come back with our time scoreboard from York Traditions Bank after this, where the York Mitsubishi halftime show has it Spring Grove 27 and Dallastown Dallastown 26.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillett, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained of John Kirchner at Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. It's Radio 1350 WO.
Back at Spring Grove, Ron Ruman here with you on the York Mitsubishi halftime show with Spring Grove leading Dallastown by 1 point, 27-26. And we got a bit of an early start ahead of a lot of the games, so we have some scores in for our halftime report from York Traditions Bank. Anton Johnson is in Wrightsville, and Anton reports Eastern leading West York 29-22 at the half as the Knights look to stay perfect in league play. Eliza Kravitz is at York Suburban, where Kennerdale's in town, and the Rams leading the Trojans after I talked York Suburban up in the pregame, but Kennerdale leading York Suburban 25-20 at the half, so we'll see if the Rams can get to 5-7 overall. And Josh Layton is at York Catholic, where the Irish facing a 6-4 Biglerville team, but York Catholic up by 20 at the half, 38-18. The Irish looking to go 9-1 and stay perfect in league play. They are now 5-0. That's all the scores we have from our interns at the moment. Also in the second quarter, Hanover leads Bermudian 15-5, and girls scores coming in. Littletown has defeated Big Sprit 35-29. Eastern leading West York 17-12 in the second quarter. That's a girls game. In the first quarter, New Oxford 7, Red Lions 6. And that's what we have for our halftime scoreboard, brought to you by York Traditions Bank. We'll update with you with scores as they come in. Here it's a good one, a 1 point Spring Grove lead, 27-26. We're going to take a break, come back and get you ready for the second half. After this, we'll have our coach's pep talk from Unique Physique on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK and GameTimePA.com.
My name is Lou Laviton. I own a company called Sparkle Wash. We're a professional mobile pressure washing company, and I've been a customer of York Traditions for 5 years. Prior to that, I had other banking relationships, but they weren't local. And when you really read the statistics and you look at what's going on in the marketplace, you need to have somebody that's a local level, that you're not talking to a call center in a foreign country or someplace else that doesn't know who you are, and this is what York Traditions does. The online banking has just been a wonderful tool for us because the convenience is there, but I visit all the branches. It's like cheer. They know your name. I think is fascinating. I come in and I like the yellow to the rolls, or I like the sweethearts, and they know to staple my receipt to the lower left-hand corner. And I don't understand how they do that, but this is what York Traditions does. They do it very well. It's kind of a cool place to be.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Spring Grove, Ron Ruman here. It's 27-26. Rocket leading Dallastown at the half. And it's getting a report in here from Anthony Nello, who tells us at halftime it is Gettysburg 24 and Susquehannock 19. So that might be a little bit of an ups down in the Rock if it holds, as Gettysburg Warriors just one win so far, and Susky coming in with 3. And right now for our coach's pep talk from Unique Physique, I got a thing for Mike Grassle in Dallastown. Wants them to keep being aggressive. They've had success driving to the bucket several times tonight. I think they're going to want to continue doing that and hit the boards a little more. They were out rebounded in the first half, 19-10 by Spring Grove. For the Rockets, Eli Brooks off to a good start with 15 points, but getting the other guys involved. Sager has 6, Gordon has 6, so keep the ball moving and don't let them concentrate too much there on Eli Brooks. So that's our coach's pep talk, brought to you by Unique Physique, and we have Ben Ferree reporting in now. Northeastern downtown leading York 34-26 at halftime as the Bobcats look to their perfect. They're the top seed in District 3 5A right now. 34-20 Bobcats lead the Bearcats, so we'll keep you posted on that one. And in the district action in AAA right now in the boys, York Catholic is 3. The 3 seed, they take 6. In 4A, Eastern has the 3 seed. They take 10. Littlestown is at 6 and Biglerville at 7. In 5A, now 6 classifications. Now Northeastern, the top seed. Spring Grove has the 6th seed currently. New Oxford at 13 and Dover at 15. They take 16 there. And in the 6A division, Dallastown has the 7th seed currently, and Central is 11. They take 12. So that's a quick look at the district standings as we start the second half here. And Spring Grove has the basketball, attacking the hoop to our left. They lead it by 1. Panter with it out front now between the circles. Dallastown in a box and 1 defense. 4 guys playing a zone. And then to trail Albert with Eli Brooks. Gordon right side to Panter. Back to Drew Gordon. Gordon dribbles on the left side. Tried to get it to Brooks. Slapped away by Albert, but saved by Brooks. Panter with it in the corner now to Messersmith, who pops a 3. It's short, though, and Ben Ward has his 6th rebound for Dallastown. And here come the Wildcats. Brandon McGlynn, shake and bake, left hand dribble down the left side and passes across the baseline to Albert. Back to McGlynn. McGlynn against the Brooks on the baseline and hits it. Nice drive and bucket by Brandon McGlynn. McGlynn now with 10, and there's a steal at the other end by Donovan Catchings. So Dallastown has retaken the lead by a point. Catchings in the corner to Albert. Threes. Gordon right out there on him. Back Catchings. Catchings with 3 personal fouls in the first half. And McGlynn drives, gives it in the corner to Albert. Drives on the baseline now, and the help comes from Brooks. Now he spins back in the lane. Albert's right-handed little floater shot is good. Nice move by Albert. He has 8, and Dallastown lead is 3 at 30 to 20. Spring Grove back left side. Panter to Gordon. Gordon to the right elbow. Back to Brooks. Brooks drives down the right side, met by 3 players in the corner. He goes to Messersmith, who hits the 3. His feet by Brooks. Jake Smith's 9th 3 of the season, and we are tied at 30, a minute and a half into this half. Brandon McGlynn off to Donovan Catchings. To the right side comes Catchings. Panter is out on him. McGlynn top of the key around a screen by Atwood, but they're going to. It was a moving screen. Mike Grassle protesting vehemently on that call. That is Atwood's first, but it will go against the Cats, and the Rockets will have the basketball. We're tied at 30. In the corner to Panter. Back to Brooks. Brooks drives, finds back against Catchings. A little strong on the shot. And a nice rebound by the 6'5 junior Justin Atwood. Atwood throws it in the front court. And threw it behind Donovan Catchings. It's kind of a bit of a lazy pass that time by Justin. We'll turn it over to Spring Grove. Cade Burdett reporting Central, leading Southwestern 29-25 at the half. Mustangs upset Dallastown, and at the other end, we have a good basket here by Justin Atwood. Nice move inside. And foul on bucket by Austin Panter, and the foul on Justin Atwood. So Atwood picks up his 2nd, and Panter with a nice move inside. And Austin is not able to complete the 3-point play, though, off to the left, and rebound by Atwood. As I mentioned, Cade Burdett reporting Central 29, Southwestern 25. So driving at the other end is Catchings. Almost lost it, gets it back to McGlynn. Ball's on the floor. We're going to have a held ball, and it's going to go to Dallastown on the alternate possession. Finish my thoughts. Southwestern upset Dallastown on Tuesday, and they're giving the Panthers a tough time. 29-25, Central leading at the half. So that's the scores of the games we're tracking with our interns tonight. We'll bring you the finals as we have, and we'll run those down from York Traditions Bank in just a moment. Right now it's 32-30, Spring Grove leading it. Dallastown has it in the corner to Atwood, who gives it back up to Donovan Catchings. He drives against Panter, but too many guys in there, and he pulls it back out to McGlynn. McGlynn tried a wraparound pass, but it's batted away. He was looking for Ward low. Brooks has it, feeds it inside. Panter's layup won't go. Brooks with the offensive rebound and the stick back. So Brooks hustles, gets on the offensive glass, and Spring Grove goes up 34-30. McGlynn to the right side now. Back to Ward. Atwood in the left side now to Albert, who drives down the left side. His shot rimmed out, and the rebound by Brooks. Brooks gives it to Drew Gordon. Gordon now right side of Jake Messersmith, who just hit a 3. And back to Gordon. 4:55 left in the third. Spring Grove up 34-30. Gordon crosses over, and Ward, nice steal out front by Ben Ward. Ward now ahead of the pack, takes it in, and he's fouled from behind by Austin Panter. That was a nice steal by the big guy Ward, and he took it hard as Panter will pick up his 2nd personal foul, and Ben Ward to the free throw line. He is 0 of 1 tonight, but he will get 2 free throws here. Ward averages 6.1 points a game. has 6 tonight. Also 6 rebounds, and his first free throw is off to the right, no good. So Ben 0 of 2 at the line tonight, and the Spring Grove lead remains 4. Timeout Dallastown. Wildcats trail by 4. 4:47 left in the third, and the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hallam Exit.
Mornings at 9. Dan Patrick on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Our score is Spring Grove 34, Dallastown 34. 47 left in the third, and we'll give you our York Traditions Bank scores from our interns doing a great job again reporting in, and they'll have their reports live on Central PA Game Day tomorrow morning at 9 with Wayne McCullough. Please tune in for that. Some post games around the league that we're following tonight. Ward's second free throw, and that one no good. Ben 0 of 3 at the line, but an offensive rebound by Atwood for Dallastown, and Justin gets it back out to Donovan Catchings around a screen by Atwood, now down the right side of the lane. Little hesitation dribble, and the layup is good by Donovan Catchings. He now has 4, and Dallastown is within 2. Eli Brooks is back, crosses over against Albert, pulls up at the free throw line, rimmed out, and rebound by Brandon McGlynn. So Dallastown looking for the tie or the lead with a 3. McGlynn out front gets a screen from Atwood, gives it up to Albert. Albert top of the key, drives, spins in the lane against Messersmith, banks it off the glass, won't go. And a long rebound out to McGlynn. McGlynn drives and feeds it across to Ward. Ward attacks the hoop, left it a little short, followed by Atwood, no, but he's going to get 2 free throws. Atwood crashing from high outside, and Brooks picks up his second personal foul. And Justin Atwood, the 6'5 junior, to the line. He's only been there 5 times this year. He's made 2, and he will get 2 more here. He has a couple of buckets and 4 rebounds, and the first free throw is good. And that brings Dallastown within a point at 34-3, 4:03 left in the third quarter. Second free throw by Atwood, good. Nice touch on both of those. We're tied at 34. Mason Staub checks in for John Sager for Spring Grove. So Spring Grove will bring it up tied at 34, halfway through the third quarter. 6'4 junior Gordon in the front court, picked up by Ward at the top of the key. Gordon dribbles to the right elbow, gives it in the corner to Panther. Tried to feed it in the low post to Brooks, knocked out of bounds by Albert. We'll stay with the Rockets. Staub inbounding on the baseline for the Rockets. Looking for Brooks at the low post, but he's pushed way out in the corner by Albert and then lost it out of bounds. And it will go to Dallastown. So Albert really bodying up on Brooks there, and they get the turnover. So Dallastown now on a little 4-0 run, looking to retake the lead here. Catchings in the front. Crosses over, but Tanner stays with him now. Catchings around the Atwood screen, drives in the paint, feeds it to Ward, cutting along the baseline, who hits the layup. That was a nicely done play by Catchings and Ward. Ben Ward has 10 tonight, and Dallastown leads it 36-34. Brooks back down the right side, spins in the lane and hits it. Tough move by Eli Brooks. He took it down the right side, halfway down the lane, stopped, spun on his pivot foot all the way around, and hit a little 8-foot jumper in the lane, and we're tied at 36. McGlynn on the right side. Now hesitation dribble to the baseline, and they're going to call the blocking foul here on Jacob Messersmith. That is his second, and the team's third. 2 fouls on Dallastown in the second half. McGlynn to inbound. It goes deep to Atwood. Atwood dribbles to the right elbow, gives it back to Catchings. Atwood screen for Catchings. He drives in the paint, feeds it on the low post to Ward, who missed a layup inside there. Ward could make a living down there, but couldn't hit that one. Rebound by Brooks. Brooks feed it to Mason Staub, cutting down the left side, and he hits the layup. Nice bucket, nice by Staub. Good feed by Brooks, and it's 38-36 Spring Grove. Brandon McGlynn back for Dallastown. The top of the key, drives down the right side, back to Catchings. Catchings drives, feeds McGlynn in the corner for 3, off the back of the rim, no. Gordon went up with Ward. Ward knocked it out of bounds, and it will be Rocket basketball. McGlynn had a good look at that three. And Brooks was running at him, but he had a clean look just off the back of the iron. So Dallastown Spring Grove by 2, and the Rockets have the ball. 2:30 left in the third. Austin Panter between the circles. Right side of Brooks. Albert is there to meet him just beyond the arc. Gordon sets a screen, but nothing there between the legs. Brooks down the right side, and there's going to be a foul. And who's that on for Dallastown? I'm not sure. And they haven't put it on the board as yet. Guess it was on Ward. So that's 2 on Ben Ward. And Staub inbound goes in the corner to Panter. Panter back out front to Brooks with Albert on him. David Hoffman is checked in for Dallastown. Brooks lost a 3. It is short. Rebound by Messersmith to Brooks, cutting down the lane, and he hits the layup. Nice rebound and feed by Mason Staub, and the bucket by Brooks extends Spring Grove's lead to 40-36. Albert with him now at the left elbow. To Hoffman at the top of the key, back to McGlynn and over to Catchings. Lob it down low to Ward. Ward backing in against Burton, back in the corner to Catchings, who drives, feeds it on the baseline to Hoffman, knocked away by Brooks, but out of bounds, and will stay with Dallastown. The Wildcats doing a good job of driving and feeding the big guys on the baseline. Just need to be able to finish a little better down there. And Grant Sterner will check in for Jacob Messersmith for Spring Grove. And Brandon McGlynn inbound on the baseline, gets it into Catchings. Catchings drives baseline against Panter, takes hard to the hoop, left it short though, and Panter pulls in his 4th rebound. And Austin pushes it into the front court, gives it up to Gordon. Gordon with Catchings on him to Staub, left side now to Sterner. Brooks on the low post there, top of the key, Panter. And Gordon on the right side, head fake, drives baseline, tried to feed it across the paint, but Hoffman was there to steal it for Dallastown, and here come the Wildcats. On the low baseline, rather, they go to Brandon McGlynn, who drives and does the personal foul. The foul's on Grant Sterner. That's Grant's first. Team's 4th, and McGlynn to the line. He's 2 of 2 tonight, and 29 of 32 on the season, and the first one barely tickled the twine. 40-37 now. The Rocket lead is 3. Justin Atwood in, and Ben Ward will get a rest for Dallastown. Also Max Tyrell in for DeTrail Albert, and John Sager back in for Mason Staub for Spring Grove. So McGlynn to get the second free throw, trying to cut it to 2 with 1:19 left in the third, and he does so. So the Rockets lead it by 2, and they have the ball. The 6'4" junior Drew Gordon will bring it into the front court. Met by David Hoffman. Crosses over to the left hand, down the paint he goes to the bucket, and Hoffman got a hand on it, knocked it against the backboard, and on the baseline it's picked up. We have, they call a held ball down there, and it's going to stay with Spring Grove. Austin Panter will inbound it for Spring Grove. Gets it to Brooks, tried to feed it across the paint to Sterner, but knocked away by Justin Atwood and out of bounds, and the Rockets will have it again. 1:02 left in the third. Rockets 40, Wildcats 38. Panter to Gordon. Gordon turns about 30 feet from the hoop, gets a screen from Brooks. Down the lane he goes, and Atwood got a hand on it to block it inside, and McGlynn comes out of there with it. McGlynn, nice speed down the left side to Tyrell, blocked by Brooks, but Tyrell hangs in there and gets it back. And a jumper on the baseline, no good. Brooks with a rebound, he pushes it out, gets it to Panter. Panter lobs it for Brooks, who slams it home. That's a crowd going, and it's 42-38 Rockets now. And Catchings lost it off his foot on the dribble, and they say it went out of bounds off a Rocket. Yes, they did. And so Catchings will inbound it in front of the Dallastown bench. 27 seconds left in the third, and the Rockets up by 4. Get it in the corner to Atwood. Atwood to Catchings. Down the lane he goes. Catchings hits the right-hand layup. Nice shot by Catchings, and a good feed by Justin Atwood. So it's 42-40. Spring Grove has the ball and a 2-point lead. 14 seconds left in the period. Rockets will work for 1. Panter, he has Gordon on the low post, kicks it in the corner to Sterner, who's got a good look at a 3, and it's good. He can hit that shot, and he does there. Grant Sterner with the tray, feed by Gordon, and Dallastown unable to get the shot off. After 3, it's Spring Grove 45. Dallastown 40. It's a good one, folks. The high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. The final 8 minutes coming your way next on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Between car payments, repairs, and the price at the pump, it can feel like your car is going to drive you out of house and home. Fortunately, Donegal Insurance Group can make keeping your car on the road more affordable. That's because for safe drivers, Donegal delivers rates that are among the lowest in the state. To find out how much you can save, call your neighborhood Donegal agent today. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Alrighty, we're back at Spring Grove. Ron Ruben with you tonight. Nate Johnson on the video for Game Time, and Jim Harden as always pushing all the right buttons back to the station. Andy Rio Monday with the Red Lions. The Lions host the Trojans of York Suburban. This is a good one tonight. 45-40. Spring Grove leading Dallastown after 3. Wildcats led at 16-13 after 1. Spring Grove led by 27-26 at the half. The Rockets took the third quarter 18-14. Both teams 3-2, 2 games behind Northeastern in Division I. Rockets are 6-3 overall. Dallastown 7-2. So it's an important game for each team. And McGlynn into the front court for Dallastown as we start the fourth quarter. Dallastown goes left to right. Trail Albert with it now. Rocket lead is 5. Off to Catchings on the left side. Tanner stays with him. Low post, they go to Ward now. Backing in against Gordon. Spins to the baseline. Too strong, though. And he pokes it out, but it's picked up. Loose ball by Brooks, and Brooks is fouled. Ben Ward has had a number of shots on the baseline tonight. Some he has made, but he's not been able to finish all of them. And Brandon McGlynn picks up his second personal foul for Dallastown. That is their 4th team foul. 4 fouls each way for the teams here. Opening minute of the fourth quarter. Drew Gordon in the front court to the right side. Ward out on him. And a steal by Albert as they tried to feed Brooks on the baseline. Albert taking it to the hoop and draws a foul on Austin Panner. So nice by to trail Albert as he got the steal. And he will get 2 shots. That's 3 on Austin Panner, the 6'1 senior. Albert, first trip to the line tonight. He is 93% on the season, 14 of 15. Albert has had the task of guarding Eli Brooks all night. Albert, one of the Spring Grove students here, and the first one rings out. Dallastown is it's their 4th missed free throw tonight. And they made 6. Second one coming. That one's good, so they trail 1 of 2 that trip, and it's 45-41. The Rockets by 4. Eli Brooks brings it up now. He hasn't done that much tonight. Picked up by Albert. Between the circles. Goes to Sterner on the right side at the elbow. Players cutting through the lane, nothing there. And Sterner dribbles it, gives it back to Brooks. Between the circles now, crosses over. And head fake, got Albert in the air. His 12-footer, no. Rebound by Justin Atwood, his 5th. Here comes Dallastown. Catchings with it now, working on Painter in the corner. They go to Albert for 3. It is short. Rebound McGlynn goes high to get it. Ward on the baseline. Back to McGlynn, and they'll reset. Now Ward again on the baseline, feeds it inside to Catchings. Takes it up, stripped by Gordon, and Drew Gordon comes away with the steal. Get it head quickly to Sterner, head for a 3. Drives to the free throw line now, and double teamed. Is batted away, stolen by Ward. Ward has it knocked away by Brooks. Grassle wants a foul. Dallastown gets it back. They get it down to Atwood, who comes it. A wild sequence. Dallastown getting the ball, and Atwood with the right hand throws it down. It's 45-43. Brooks in the paint. His shot won't go, but there's a foul. I think you're going to call before the shot anyway. And it's on McGlynn. That'll be his second apparently. I already hit 2, but I have 2 on the board from McGlynn. So it's Spring Grove ball under their hoops. The Rockets leading by 2, 45-43. Austin Panter looking to get it in. They get it to Brooks. Brooks puts it up from 10 feet and hits it. Eli Brooks off the feed by Panter. And 47-43. Spring Grove by 4. Brandon McGlynn back for Dallastown. 6:10 left in the game now. McGlynn into the paint, pulls up from 14 and got it. Nice shot by Brandon McGlynn. Cuts it to 2 at 47-45. He has 18. No, wait, no. 14. I'm sorry, 14. Panter now between the circles. Spring Grove with the ball, gets it to Brooks. Brooks in the paint, and little runner won't go, but he draws another foul. It's going to be on Justin Atwood. That is the call, and on Atwood, that'll be his third. And Brooks to the line for 2. He's 1 of 1 tonight. On the year, he's about 84%. And missed it. That's news. Short. So the second one to come now for the 6'1 senior. And that is good. So Brooks 1 of 2 that trip, and it's 48-45 now. Spring Grove 3. Donovan Catchings back for Dallastown into the front court. Screen from Ward goes the other way down the left side, and too strong. Rebound by Gordon, and Gordon was run into by Atwood, and that is 4 on Justin Atwood. That's a big foul because again, Will Barton, the 6'3 junior, got brains, is injured. Not available for Dallastown tonight, so 4 on Atwood, and that is 17 fouls on Dallastown. So Drew Gordon 1 and 1 at the other end. He's 75% on the year, not been to the line tonight. It's the front end. 7 points for Drew, and he'll get the bonus. 49-45, Rockets by 4. 5:41 left. Gordon gets the ball. His older brother, Darren, now a member of the college Spartans, and the second one good by Gordon. He's 2 of 2. Rockets lead by 5. Daryl Henry will be calling some of Darren's action tomorrow afternoon. Remember, doubleheader. The women starting at 12:45, and then the men against Southern Virginia from the Grumbacher Center. As Catchings drives, feeds it back to McGlynn. McGlynn to the paint, feeds it on the baseline. Ward gets it back to Atwood, who attacks the bucket. Doesn't get the roll, but does draw the foul. Good ball movement. Nice passing between the big men of Dallastown, Ward and Atwood. And Justin Atwood will get 2 free throws. The Spring Grove foul is on Jonathan Seeger. That's his first. And Atwood to the line, 2-2. Here, and that one rings out. And Jacob Messersmith in for John Sager. So Dallastown is struggling a bit at the line tonight. That's their 5th missed free throw. Atwood will get another one. That Wildcats are down by 5 with 5:23 to go. That's good. 1 of 2, it's 50-46, and with a timeout taken. Taken by the Dallastown Wildcats. 50-46, Spring Grove leads. We're going to take a break here on the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Hunters Hill Orthodontics is a longtime staple in the orthodontic care community. With offices in York and Dillsburg, our practice's top priority is to provide you with the highest quality orthodontic care in a friendly, comfortable environment. Call our York offices, 1910 Kenneth Road at 767-6694 to make your appointment, or at 1399 South Queen Street, 885-5468. Or at Dillsburg, call 502-1186. We've got your smile at Hunters Hill Orthodontics.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Back with a packed house here at Spring Grove. It's the Rockets beat Dallastown 50-46. 5:23 left in the basketball game. Both teams 3 and 2. 2 games behind Northeast Division 1, fighting into that playoff spots. Looking at now Spring Grove. Ball opens it up. By Michelle Albert. Top of the key. Right side Austin King. Now the Gordon cutting through the lane. Puts it up too hard. Followed by Mason stop. That won't go, and Brooks lost it out of the race. So Dallastown will get it now. Down 4. 5:05 left. Brandon McGlynn will bring it up to 17. Average of 14 right now. Atwood has it out front. Atwood has to be careful. He has 4 on the top of the key. Behind it, Atwood. Straight 3. Step and a half behind the 3-point line. So Spring Grove gets it up 4:47 on the clock. And Brooks in front for Albert picks him up. 5 points for Anthony. Back to Brooks left side. He's into Messersmith now to stop in the corner. Gordon.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
If you're buying new flooring, besides clicking around the internet, you need to see Wecker's Flooring Center. You'll be excited by Wecker's new design center for luxury vinyl tile. Wecker's expanded hardwood and laminate departments will impress you. And Wecker's variety of carpeting and warehouse truckload buys on remnants and rolls is unmatched. But the reason to choose Wecker's is trust. From the buying experience to the installation. That's why they're voted best 11 years running. Wecker's Flooring Center, Route 30, Hallam Exit.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Welcome back to Spring Grove. Ron Ruben with you. It was an exciting game in front of a full house. And Spring Grove wins it 70-59. Dallastown led at 16-13 after one. And at halftime, Spring Grove had a 27-26 lead. The Rockets up that lead to 45-40 after three. And then they pulled away in the final stance at 25-19. With some free throws down the stretch there to win this one, and they go to 7-3 overall and 4-2 in the league. The Wildcats fall to 7-3 and 3-3, and have to regroup a little bit now as they have a two-game losing streak. But I think Mike Grassle will get these guys back, and they were missing Will Barton and Braden Caldwell, two key guys in their rotation tonight. Final 70-59, Spring Grove over Dallastown. This is the Weckers Carpet Postgame Show. We're going to take a break. Get back with our postgame stats right after this.
What do John Yachty, Jacob Yachty, Austin Tillotz, and Kelly Ryan and Morgan Klunk have in common? Besides being basketball players, 2,000-point scorers, all-state athletes, or state champions, they all trained of John Kirchner at Unique Physique. John guarantees that he will increase your vertical jump, increase your strength, quickness, and get you ready for the upcoming season. Coaches, get your team ready with plyometrics, and John will even come to your gym to get your team ready. Players and coaches, call John Kirchner at Unique Physique at 755-2639 for details.
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350, WOIK.
And welcome back to Spring Grove. Ron Ruman with you here. Andy Bria off tonight. He'll be back Monday as we will have Suburban at Red Lion on Monday evening, so we hope you can join us for that one. And time now for our post-game stats. Here is a good Division I contest. Spring Grove defeating Dallastown 70-59. For the Wildcats, Brandon McGlynn averages 14 a game. He had a big night tonight, 24 points, including 2 threes, and he was 8 of 8 at the free throw line. Also led Dallastown with 4 assists. For the Wildcats, also Donovan Catchings had 8 points, including 2 of 2 at the line. Ben Ward had 8 and 7 rebounds. Latrell Albert had 10 points. And Justin Atwood had 9 points and 7 rebounds for the Dallastown Wildcats. For Spring Grove, Eli Brooks, another big night, came in averaging 27. He had 30 tonight, and that included a couple of threes. Uncharacteristically, he was 4 of 7 at the free throw line. And Eli also had 5 assists, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal. So good night's work for him, certainly, as is the norm for this guy who is going to Michigan. Also for Spring Grove tonight, the 6'4" junior Drew Gordon, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple of steals. So nice line for Drew Gordon as well this evening. Austin Panter, the 6'1" senior, had 7 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of assists. John Sager, nice night. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Grant Sterner had 3. Jacob Messersmith had 3. Mason Staub had 6 points, as well as a couple of assists and 3 rebounds for Spring Grove Rockets. So those are your final stats tonight as Spring Grove wins it 70-59. We'll take a break, come back with our Heritage Hills Player of the Game and our York Traditions Bank Postgame Scoreboard show after this, and the high school basketball game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine on Sports Radio 1350 and GameTimePA.com.
Give the gift of relaxation with a gift card from Serenity Spa and Salon at Heritage Hills, the perfect place to unwind after the holidays. York's largest full-service spa and salon, Serenity Spa offers a wide variety of traditional spa services, including massages and facials, a full range of body treatments complete with a delectable scent of your choice, or create your very own package. Gift cards can be purchased at the salon located at 2700 Mount Rose Avenue or by going to serenityspayork.com.
My name is Bob Innerst. I've been a York Traditions Bank customer since 2008. One of the things that I like about York Traditions Bank is that I know everyone is right here in the York area and everybody's local, and the decisions are made, right here at the bank. So I feel very comfortable in York Traditions Bank to anyone.
Transition to traditions today. York Traditions Bank. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Live local sports is on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Indeed it is, and we are at Spring Grove, where the Rockets have won an important Division I game 70-59 over Dallastown. The Rock go to 7-3 and 4-2 in the league. Dallastown now at 7-3 and 3-3 league play. Our Heritage Hills Player of the Game, well, tough to pick anyone else. Eli Brooks tonight, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 block shots, and a steal. So the 6'1" senior, our Heritage Hills Player of the Game, another outstanding game for the Spring Grove senior. Now our York Traditions Bank post-game scoreboard, and some of the folks aren't in yet, so I'll encourage you again to tune into Central PA Game Day with Wayne McCullough Tomorrow at 9, we'll have reports from our 6 interns out covering games. And Wayne will wrap all the score for you. But here's what we do have. Ben Furry report that the Northeastern Bobcats remain perfect. They go to 11-0 and 6-0 on the season with a 79-61 over the York High Bearcats at York High. And the Bearcats now fall to 4-6 and 2-4 in the league. No final yet on the Central Southern contest. Kate Dett is there. I'll have a report tomorrow at halftime. Central was leading that 4. Anton Johnson reports that Eastern remains perfect in league play as the Knights defeat the Bulldogs of West York 63-50. So Eastern goes to 8-1 overall and 5-0 in the league. The Bulldogs fall to 500, 5-5, and 3-2 in league play. Anthony Nello from Glenrock reports consider a bit of an upset at Getty defeats Susquehannock 49-53. So Gettysburg, they're both Warriors. So can't give you a Warrior there. But the Gettysburg Warriors defeat Susquehannock, and the Gettysburg now 2-9 on the year, 1 in the league, and Susquehannock falls to 3-7 and 2-4. Just get a final in now from Cade Burdett as Central has pulled away in the second half and defeated Southwestern 78-54. So that gets Central on the season overall to 6-4 and 4-2 in the league. They remain 2 games behind the Northeastern Bobcats, and Southwestern falls to 2-9 and 2-4. And the one other final we have, Eliza Craps reporting with another upset, in my mind anyway, as Kennerdale goes to Suburban and defeats the Trojans 63-57. And Kennerdale now 5-7 on the year, so not really much of an upset. Rams are 2-3 in the division, and the Trojans had won 2 of their last 3. They now go to 2-8 and 1-4. And remember, we'll have the Trojans and the Red Lions on Monday. Both teams in the win. The other final we do not have is York Catholic. They were leading Biglerville 38-18 at the half. Josh Layton is on the scene, and he'll have a report for you tomorrow morning on Central PA Game Day. But the Irish look to be on their way to going 9-1 and to 6-0 in league play. So our final here again tonight is Spring Grove 70 and Dallastown 59. The Hershey Bears are coming up next. They need you to stick around and listen to root for them. Jim Harden tells me they're down 5-0 after 2 periods. So the third period of action from Wilkes Way. Hershey Bears next tomorrow morning. Central PA Day at 9. Your college doubleheader at 12:45 tomorrow. NFL playoffs after that. Oakland and Houston. The Sixers on Sunday at noon, and we're back with you Monday night at 7 for Suburban and Red Lion. Now for Leif Johnson on the video for Game Time, and Jim Harden, as always, pushing all the right buttons back at the station. I'm Ron Ruman, and my partner in absentia tonight, Andy Bria. I'm Ron Ruman. Thanks for listening, and good night.
Thanks for listening to WOIK's High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by Wells